And welcome to the stream. I just bought the new Kong operator. I don't know which bloody character it's for, so I'm having to have a quick look at every single character to work out who the Kong one is for. If you see it, shout, because I might miss it. For some reason, I thought Bantam might be a good shout for this, but apparently not. No, not dark. It's difficult when it's these ones have the full mask, because it could literally be anybody. It's weird how all of these characters have like no like personality. Like I have no idea who any of these people are. Like not even. Why does that say Titanus Godzilla when it's clearly the beta one? Anyway, that's a bug. Scorch. Ah, there we go. It's Scorch. So put that on. And then what about the finishing moves? Can you not personalize the finishing moves? Can you personalize the finishing moves? I don't know how you do that. Is there not a way to do that? That's a shame. Does anybody know in chat, is there a way to personalize your finishing moves? Might put that on. It's not calling card. It's not vehicles. It's not emblem. Anybody know? You'd think it'd be in that, but oh well. Maybe like if you go to store, is there a bundles bit? No. Oh, I can get the M4 Heavy Thunder skin now. Flynn will be happy that there's an M4 skin in there. Just heard what I said. Right, what have we got? Mobile Royale, 1 player. Again, we still don't have a 1 player big team Battle Royale. That's a shame, but oh well. We'll see how we get on. Oh crap, no, wait, cancel. Just realised my controller's been... I had a big problem where I made a mistake where I logged in on my PC, and then while I was logged into the phone, that logs you out on your phone, and I just couldn't log back in again, but it turns out I was using the wrong email address. I was trying to log into my Battle.net account instead of my Activision account, which was silly. Oh. Good morning, Squiz. Good morning, Drimbo, Barry, Findley, Anthony, Madjock. How was the trip? It was alright. We went into Birmingham on Friday and it was like chucking it down with rain and cold. And so we didn't see a lot of Birmingham. You know, we saw 2 shopping centres, but more than anything. We walked to a place, but walked kind of the wrong place. So we saw a bit of outside Birmingham. It wasn't a nice part. And people in Birmingham drive like mentals. Or at least not everyone, obviously. But like... more than I've seen anywhere else in the UK, just people driving absolutely crazy. So that was weird. No, that was Thursday night, sorry, not Friday night. And then we went to Insomnia on Friday. Insomnia is not really my cup of tea, to be honest. I thought it was going to be more like opportunities to play new and interesting indie games. But like, the indie games that were there were so early on and so like, you know, they were like student projects and things. It wasn't as exciting as maybe I'd hoped. And then what else did we do? Yeah, and then we came back pretty much. Like we spent a few hours in Insomnia, and then we came back. Got to meet Sappytron, which was cool. He's someone I've watched for a while. Oh, that's interesting. It's not ending in the same place every time anymore. So it was ending in train station every single game, or at least it's ending somewhere different. I go to these houses. Hey, Robert Hall over on Twitch. Oh, I should start my caster labs. Just then we got chat in both. Not really meant to do that on Twitch, but.
Alright, lads, let's get it done.
Right. I didn't hear anyone dropping with me. Could be someone up there. Almost definitely someone up there. Should we go up there and try and kill them? Haven't played this in a little while. I didn't play any while I was away. So it'll be interesting to see how well I can cope. Well, apparently chat thing isn't working very well at the moment. I was tempted to go to Insomnia but didn't bother in the end. We'll do it 1 year just for experience. Yeah, it's not much of an experience, I would say. You know, it's nothing in the same league as like Gamescom. If you want to go to a gaming show, I would try to go to Gamescom. That's, you know, it's weirdly not that expensive to get to because Cologne is super cheap to fly to. Then it's a lot more fun. Insomnia, I think, would be good if you were getting involved in like the LAN party stuff, or you were, you know, into cosplay. There was some good cosplay and stuff like that. If you're involved in that kind of stuff, you know, like the community stuff, then I think you could probably have a really good time there. But just for poking about. Haven't seen anyone yet. Well, my loadout did handily land on top of that roof that people go to watch people. Well, people will be on top to watch people like me coming into the zone. So that's probably going to spice stuff up a little bit. I just don't have any long-range guns at all. He's going to be set up waiting for me, surely. What? I didn't like that. I know it's called Ghost and all, but that was freaky. Yeah, like the convention thing isn't really for me. Like, you know what I'm like. I don't like people. I used to like going to go play new games, but it seems like the bigger game companies don't do as much of that anymore. You know, once upon a time, you'd be going to something like that, and then it'd be like, oh, hey, what games are coming out over the next few months? Like, come play X-Defiant and Division Heartland, and come play Formula 1 24 or whatever. But now it's like, not like that at all. It's like, hey, you can come play Fortnite, or... Am I going to go for a 0-kill win here? Because this is ridiculous. Go down there. Someone's shooting up there. I don't really have long-range guns. As much as this looks like a long-range gun, it's really not. Alright, I just saw somebody move, I think, on the other side of the base, but that's again too far. There's a guy there.
Enemy dropping into the AR.
didn't get that kill because... Oh, I was standing in front of a window. This gun saved me then. I missed so many shots. But then it doesn't matter because of what this gun is. It's a beast. They really need to fix this. I feel like I'm spoiling Call of Duty.
Mortar support incoming.
Just gonna call mortars on that because that sniper's gonna come down there and he's gonna be a problem. Oh, I just downed somebody.
Impact, no hits.
Enemy UAV active.
Oh, that's brutal. That was properly brutal.
Fighting's done. The area's cleared out.
Still okay here. Don't know if I want to go up there. Maybe. I could hear that guy so clearly coming around the corner. I've got cold-blooded on, so that guy shouldn't know I'm here. I want to get closer, because I could, you know what I'm like, I'll miss.
Gas is closing in. 10 remaining. Keep it up. Enemy dropping into the AO.
He's going to be a problem, isn't he? Whoa, no, you're going to be more of a problem. No, shouldn't have thrown the thing. I thought he was going to go in there and try and like look through the window. Ah, fair play to him.
But we'll come back stronger next time.
I was too preoccupied by that guy shooting up there and didn't think at all about my own position. That was rookie error. Oh. How is the game working for me? Yeah, really good. Really good. Having a good time with it. Do. I wish the playlist, I wish I could play normal Battle Royale rather than Mini Royale. That would be nice. Because now it's like every game's going to end in that same place, which is a bit annoying. But, you know. Other than that, that's my only big gripe with it. Unlucky. Yeah, I mean, that was me being stupid. I was out in the open. I was out in the open looking at that guy in the tower. I didn't really think of anyone rotating around that way. I should have been like that guy in the tower. I don't know. I don't know what I could have done. You wish you could play normal multiplayer. You still got COD Mobile, haven't you? COD Mobile's still going. Warm-up didn't count. No, it counted. I'm taking responsibility for it. I am accepting of the fact that that happened. I have seen an unusual amount of hatred for this game. And I don't know whether it's because people have been, like, bitter that it doesn't work on their devices. You know, which I can understand being annoyed, but I feel like to then go around saying the game's trash is a bit much. I don't know, but it's like, yeah, I haven't quite seen a game like this for a while where it just seems like people go out of their way to come and tell you it's bad. Like, we've had a guy, what's his name, like Super Lag or something, that comes into the YouTube chat every now and like, I think he's been in 3 times now and just come in to tell me that the game's bad. It's like, why do you keep coming back? Why do you keep returning, Super Lag? Happy Easter, by the way. Easter at the moment. Clock's gone forward, so it's really 9:20 for me, but officially it's this. Oh, we're 5th at the moment in terms of Warzone Mobile players. 5th. Top English streamer, but
Battle Royale.
should we just go to military base? And go to the hangars.
To the AO. All right, lads, let's get it done.
Wouldn't mind a sniper rifle for once in my life. Normally, I hate having sniper rifles off the drop, but here I'm a bit like, that wouldn't be terrible. I'm just gonna kill whoever survived that. Oh my god. Apparently I'm not.
UAV active. Gas is closing in.
Might die doing this. Where did that guy go? Did he just hide in the corridor, maybe? There he is.
Enemy UAV active.
He's gonna play it up, obviously. Oh my god, he's gone.
Enemy marked.
I can't shoot that far with this gun. Thankfully, it's not that accurate a distance, otherwise it'd be a nightmare. Oh no. That was a close one, wasn't it? I feel like I should be dead. Kinda can't believe I survived that. Kill streak. Yeah. I think that might be quite useful. This is where one of the phones was, isn't it? Is it this one? Was it that one? Can't remember. Right, where do we think people are? Do I have a... No bounties.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
God, it's very open in these games. Maybe I'll switch to playing some Resurgence or something and just...
Requesting close air. Target marked.
Longbow enemy UAV active.
Screw you, Chris.
Direct hit. Gas is closing in.
There's some
Enemy
shots
UAV
down
active.
there. Oh, there's someone up here on the left. I need to go up there, I think. Thank you. Oh, it's okay. We brought some back from the trip, but I don't know what it is. Yeah. People are really not paying attention to the meta of this game, which is a pretty massive advantage for me. So, like, people just don't seem to realize how good this gun is. Happy Easter, Stephen. So it's not about Warzone that you have more fun with while playing mobile version. Oh. Yeah, definitely. I should do a video about how broken this gun is. But they need to fix it. They need to just nerf it because it's crazy. I don't really like being right in the middle of the zone like this, to be honest. No, that's fine. Why not? Just means that I'm kind of exposed, and I don't really have any long distance things. I'm relying on people actually getting to me. I do have an airstrike in case people go up to one of those hills again. Up there. In case Chris is still in the game. What is the meta? It's this thing, the Baz B with the lever action aftermarket thing. It just makes it so powerful, it's very silly. Okay, this is better. Okay, someone's sniping at me. Don't know where from. Up there, maybe?
Requesting close air. Target marked.
Copy. Longbow 3-1 on approach. Strike inbound.
Did he just break his legs? I think he did.
Impact. No hit.
See how inaccurate this thing is.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Is that from the house?
inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Clinical.
Gas is closing in.
Yeah, I'll show you the build for this gun afterwards. How many left? What? 19 people are left? What? Eighteen people are left.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Game?
Gas is closing in.
$16 people are left. What? What's going on? Where are the enemies?
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
I'm just gonna die. I've got a gas mask because I have stims.
Gas is closing in.
No, I don't have stims anywhere. What am I meant to do here? Are they stuck in the gulag or something? Has there been some gulag glitch? There's 16 people alive, including me. So there's 15 other people in this game, apparently.
You've got gas
What?
inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Chat, what is going on?
Gas is closing in.
Oh, come on, stims. No stims. Take some stopping power. Still 16 people left. Well, this is a lovely, quiet final zone.
You've got gas inbound.
Yep,
Safe zone
it's
relocated.
gonna close in. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna win this. I'm gonna take it as a moral victory. I assume they're just like stuck in a gulag. Maybe a gulag crashed or something and everyone's just hanging out in a gulag having a great time. Don't know, let me know in the comments right now. Don't look ahead for spoilers before you leave a comment. What do you think is going on? What am I gonna see when I spectate the end of this game? When I finally succumb to the gas, what do you think is going on? Well, this is a sad ending. So now I can go to get stims.
Majok54 super chatted £4.99.
Oh, people are dying.
£4.99 from Majok.
People definitely are dying.
To buy yourself a cream egg or two.
Come on, stims. Nope. 2 people died. It's not enough. It's not enough. Right, I've got a self-revive kit. I think I might have... No, did I mess this up? $13. Someone else timed out. No, I'm dead.
You're one of 20.
They're
We lost that one, but we'll
in the gulag. They're all in the gulag, having a little punch-in party. Right, okay, let me just spectate. It's gonna let me spectate? Spectate, there we go. So this is what's going on. Oh my god, they're actually, like, they can lose health, so some people have died because of that. They're just stuck in the gulag. Oh, did that guy just quit, or did he die? Someone's gonna win this. Just possibly by punching the others to death, because I think you can lose all your health in the gulag. I don't know what happens if you lose all your health, but I've seen people's health bars get low. But then they're running away to get their health recharge. How long are they gonna spend? They don't know what's going on. Well, 10 people left alive. I've got a coffee. Let's chill and see what's happening. I feel very hard done by that I didn't win this game. But I guess I should have known to go into the gulag. Still 10 people as well. I wonder what causes this. So there's just some, like, glitch where they can't go into fight. Because it says at the top, 2 rounds until they fight. What do you think's going to happen? Are they just going to live here forever? So there's 4 of them. They're just running around. They're just having a little sports day. It's prison sports day. And what happens with the final cam? Like, when it shows them extracting, is it going to show them extracting from the prison? I guess, like, if it's like the original Warzone, in the original Warzone, all of these prisons are underneath, like, the outside of the map. Just sort of, like, the edge of the map. That's why sometimes in Verdansk you could be, like, out in the woods and hear explosions and gunfire and stuff, and it's because they were just below you. Oh, 9. They're trickling down. So the chat just said, Robert just said, a real gulag. This is a real gulag. What is going on? Thank you, Mad Jock, by the way. Thank you very much for the super chat. That's very kind for you.
10 remaining. Keep it up.
So we've got Arnold technology with us right now. 8 left. They're starting to drop out. I think they've already given up on trying to kill each other. Oh, no. Sorry. That's my phone. This is my phone's like, you haven't done anything in a while. You know what? This phone. So I'm using the Asus ROG Phone 8. Seems to run the game super well. Been really impressed with it. I took it. That's the first trip I've taken on when I went to Birmingham this weekend. And I would like, I don't have a SIM card in it, so I am just using it for like Wi-Fi stuff, photos, and this Warzone Mobile. And it like uses no battery. Like if you don't have a SIM card, I don't know if this is true of all phones. If you don't put a SIM card in them, so they're not constantly talking to the network, they just don't have any battery. They don't have any battery problems. Like it's lasted for absolutely ages, like literally like 3 days. Without, I think it got to like 70%. Like a battery life that I've unheard of to me. And I wasn't really, you know, I was maybe reading like Twitter on it or something like that. I wasn't doing anything really on it, but it was turned on all the time. It's crazy. How long do we think this is going to go on for? And where are the other people? Are there 2 gulags maybe? Because I think there's only 4 people in this gulag. I think there's another... Because there are lots... Again, there are lots of gulags. We know that from the Verdansk days, the original days. There's a bunch of different gulags to try and help you, like, get in them quicker. I think there's like 4 or something. Maybe 3, 4. What do we think's going to happen, chat? I think they do. They must know the game is over by now. Someone else has left. We're down 7. They must know. Yeah, Cruty. Sounds like it. Yeah, Dominic, I never tried it before. It's interesting. This phone is good. I would heartily recommend it if anyone's looking for a phone that will be able to play Warzone Mobile. I mean, you can see how well it's playing it. It's like my stream looks so much better than a lot of people's. Where are we up to in the Twitch rankings for Warzone Mobile? We are up to 4th right now. We need 4 more viewers to get up to 3rd. But we would need quite a lot more. We would need like 18 more to get up to 2nd. That's quite a lot, really. I really want to see what happens at the end of this. I'm quite invested now. Thanks for following Mythic, by the way. They're trying to form some sort of arbitrary communication. So is it just these 2 left in this one? Because surely people are going to leave because they're going to be like, oh, you know, I've got things to do with my life. Or are they? Maybe, like me, they're just going to be spending their Easter watching people run around the Gulag. Who knows? Thanks for following, Sarfak Hunter. How's it going? Hope you are well. Hope you're enjoying Big Brother Gulag Edition. Oh, no, there's 3 people in here still. Is this guy a mouse and keyboard? His sensitivity seems very high. No, you can move like that on touchscreen, I think. If you're using the touch controls, you can, like, wiggle around quite fast. Especially if people are on an iPad. If people are on an iPad, so they've got, like, lots of space to use the touchscreen controls. I think, like, that might be where I struggle with touchscreen controls. On a phone, you don't have very much space, so it's quite hard to do, like, fine movements and big movements, you know? You remember losing a game on Verdansk like this? Things to do with their life. Well, me and my wife were talking about going to the cinema today to go see the new Godzilla film, and it's like, 6 people now. They are dropping. Yeah, it's like, could be going to see Godzilla, watching people in the Gulag right now. Maybe we'll go to cinema later, I don't know. You remember winning a ranked game on our mouse with Useless Glitch? You won a ranked game, Big G. Oh my god. Oh my. Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you, Sarfak. I finished Final Fantasy Rebirth last night. Took me 50 hours, which I was quite happy with because I'd seen lots of people saying even if you mainline that game, it'll take 80 hours. I did the first, like, 3 or 4 open world areas. I did everything, like every side quest, every, like, collectible type thing, every mini game, like getting full marks and everything. And then I started getting a bit bored of the game around then, so I decided, okay, I'm just going to do, like, the main quest. So I did the main quest from then and didn't really do much side stuff. Still played a bit of Queen's Blood. Oh, is this person disconnected? I think Arnold Technology might have had a disconnect. Oh, we are now watching a brick wall. A very low-resolution brick wall. This is... Okay. Okay, Arnold. Hey, Arnold. What are you doing? Would I prefer you watch on Twitch or YouTube? You watch wherever you enjoy yourself the most. I don't mind. But Twitch, I want to be number 1. No, the person who's number 1 on Twitch is Korean and has 282 viewers. So I'm not going to get that high. But I think I might be 3rd on Twitch now. Let's have a look. Am I? Yeah, we're up to 3rd on Twitch. It was good, the movie. I haven't seen the movie yet. We might go see the movie today. Annoyingly, I can't swap who I'm watching, so that's a pain. So we're just watching a brick wall now. Finney said, I was just about to ask how you're getting on, but you finally finished. Oh, he's back! He's back! He's alive! You finally finished 16 last night. That game went on for about 15 more hours than you would have liked. Probably about halfway through Remake. Yeah, like, I would agree with 16. I liked the first half of it also, and then I kind of didn't like the second half. I feel like they did a lot of quite cool world building and stuff, and then never really did anything interesting with it, which was a shame. Like, Final Fantasy just gets into that whole, like, magical mumbo-jumbo thing where it's like, the stakes are so high, if you don't do the thing with the thing, then all the world will end. And it's like, will it? Okay. Like, I feel like they don't do a good job of showing, like, the impact of what's going on to people. Like, Majora's Mask, Zelda Majora's Mask was quite good at that, where, like, there was some silly magical mumbo-jumbo, but everyone you spoke to was, like, talking about it. Everyone was like, oh, you know, this sucks. Like, this is what's going to happen. And you saw the time, you know, saw time go on for everyone. And that was quite a cool way of doing it. Whereas Final Fantasy, it's like, I don't care about these people. I don't care about the stakes. Just a lot of magical nonsense. And people seem so accepting of the fact, you know, like, oh, there's this one MacGuffin that if somebody gets it, they can end the world instantly. And then they get it, and it's like, well, they haven't ended the world yet, have they? It's all very silly. Oh, he's gone! He has gone. Who thought he was going to go? Down to 5. But yeah, now we're watching Maximus in a gulag with 2 other people, so I think this might be the other gulag, maybe. I don't know. Down to 4 now. 4 people remaining. I like the way this is a person with 0 kills. I couldn't see that stuff before, but now I can see they have 0 kills. Maybe it was showing up on the other person, I just didn't pay attention. What's gonna happen? Is someone gonna get a 0 kill win here? By being AFK. They could have just put their phone down, left it on charge. I think you will get kicked for inactivity if you do this for too long, though. Yeah, I don't remember seeing these skins. I think this is the other gulag. So there's 3 people in this gulag and 1 person by themselves in the other one. That person who's by themselves, I think, will quit because they probably won't, like, they probably won't necessarily know what's going on. I don't know. But yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I would say, was not as good as Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think they did something really interesting with Final Fantasy VII Remake and the idea of what a remake could be. And then they gave up on that idea with Rebirth and just decided to do a normal remake. And that was a real shame. But oh well. 50 hours of my life. I feel like it was... You know, it's still like... I'm sure I can understand people liking it if they really like the original. Or people really liking it, you know, like the combat's good and it's an incredibly pretty game. But the writing's just not very good, and like everything's, you know, when you get like games where the world doesn't feel like a place that makes sense, it just feels like a place for your adventure to happen. You know, it feels like a set for your adventure to happen, and it's like, I would say Final Fantasy VII Rebirth definitely feels like that. Like, you go to all of these different locations where it's like everything's just set up waiting for you. And it just feels a bit, I don't know, hollow and weird. I thought Mass Effect did a really good job of that, where it's like, in Mass Effect, you go to lots of different places, lots of different planets, lots of different cities and stuff. And it didn't feel like everything was just set up waiting for you. It felt like you were going to places that existed to, you know, investigate something or talk to someone or to get something or whatever. And I wouldn't be able, I don't know enough about game design to explain what the actual difference is, like what the why one feels like that and one doesn't. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth felt very, very dated. Like, which I know you could be like, oh, well, it's remaking like a, you know, a 25-year-old game, but it's like other elements of it have been updated. You know, the combat's been updated, the progression's been updated, the exploration's been updated, all that sort of stuff. But then it's like there'll randomly be like a block puzzle where you just got to push a block around to make a ledge to climb up on. And the game doesn't have any faith in itself being a puzzle game, because it's like, it will immediately, you get into a room where there's a puzzle, it will immediately tell you what to do. Like, within a second, it will be like, hey, push a block over there to make a ledge so you can climb up. Or like, hey, you need to find something you can climb up on the wall. And then there'll be like a little icon telling you what to do. And it's like, oh, okay. Like, what was the point in this? I've learned to slow the game down. And I feel like there's a lot of that. I really hate that in games where they kind of just waste your time by like being like, hey, do this thing. We know you're going to find it boring. And we know you don't want to work it out, so we're going to tell you how to do it. But we're going to leave it in the game anyway. It's just like, oh, why? The Witcher 3 and Red Dead 2 had worlds that felt lived in. The AI just milling about. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Like when you get games where it still seems surprisingly rare where you get games where the AI wander about. Like you still get I still see loads of games where the AI are just standing in one place waiting for you to come talk to them, which is weird. Red Dead 2 definitely. The Witcher, I don't know. Some of the places in The Witcher were good. I always felt a bit like in The Witcher, like the stuff in the open world I don't think was that good. Like there was so many just like camps that were like people just sitting around waiting for you to come and kill them. Which I don't know. I always felt like with The Witcher, with The Witcher 3 particularly, the main quest is okay. I wouldn't say amazing, but it's okay. And then it's like the big side quests are obviously good, and that's where people, you know, what people remember for, like the Bloody Baron and the Witches and stuff like that. That's really cool. And then like the smaller side stuff is just filler to me. Like it's not that interesting. Like there's a lot of kind of just random side crap in The Witcher that I'm not a big fan of. I feel like that about a lot of open games. It's like I feel like they should be brave enough to not fill up the world with crap. Like I think Red Dead does it so well where nearly everything in the open world feels either organic or it feels like it kind of makes sense within the world. You know, there's little jobs that you can do if you want to go do little jobs, and there are random encounters that make sense, or you can go out and do like hunting and stuff. But it doesn't feel like you're just sort of ticking items off a list. Like, I'm going to clear out 5 bandit camps. I'm going to go find 6 of this rock. Like, I don't know. I feel like The Witcher, I was a bit disappointed with that side of it. Red Dead does it super well. There was like, can you remember Mafia 2? Where it's like, I think it was Mafia 2, where it had like a big open world and literally there was nothing extra to do in it. There were no side activities, no side missions. You could just drive around if you wanted to in this city, but it was like the campaign was the only thing that was in it. And I almost respect that. I kind of think that was like an interesting thing. I think, you know, this sort of like the Ubisoft model of, oh, we've got an open world, so we need to fill it with repetitive activities. Is like, no, don't do that. I'd almost rather it be more empty and you just discover stuff like organically. The Red Dead way is definitely, I mean, I can understand why people don't do what Red Dead did because it's so huge. I think I'm going to play Red Dead 2 again. Like, I've only played it once, and my wife's talking about being interested in playing it, and my sister-in-law's talking about playing it, so we might all load it up at the same time. We've downloaded it. We might all play it at the same time. Share adventures, stories. You got bored quick with games like that on rails. Felt like watching a movie with extra steps. Yeah, Alphas. Yeah, the cities were good in The Witcher, definitely. Especially like Novigrad. But yeah. What do I think about Prince of Persia Warrior Within? Warrior Within, is that the one after Sands of Time? I don't know if I ever played that one. I played Sands of Time, but I didn't finish it. I remember I just played a bit of it. I might have even just played a demo of it, to be honest. I can't believe we're still watching this. I played a demo of it, and then I didn't play the 2 after that. But I did play the cel-shaded one. I really liked that game. I thought that was really cool. And then I played the newer one, the Metroidvania. I haven't finished that, actually. I want to go back to that. I have played some of the newer one. It's called The Lost Crown or something. That's really cool. I want to play more of that. You've never fully made it through Red Dead 2. Ah, it's so good. Red Dead 2's a good... You know, I say a lot in games, especially RPG-type games. I talk a lot about the idea that, you know, I often like the first 10, 15 hours where it's like world building and introducing and stuff. And then I often think they're too long. I often think they're like stretched out too long and they run out. Red Dead 2 is one of the games that I think doesn't suffer from that at all. I feel like the pacing's really good throughout. That it's like, there's a fairly clear like 3 acts. Like there's a fairly clear like first act, second act, third act, and each act is as good as the others, but in different ways. Like they're all very different Like, they're slightly different gameplay-wise, but they're very different, like, story-wise, and I think that's really cool. I think that's the problem, that so many of these longer games, they have, like, a first act where they're introducing everything, and then they have a second act where it's like, okay, now you're given a bit of free reign to do what you want. And then they don't really have a third act. Like, it's just kind of more of the second act, you know? It just sort of carries on. They don't have, like, something that changes stuff up enough in the third one. And I feel like Mass Effect does a really good job, especially Mass Effect 2, where you've obviously got, like, the intro stuff all about, like, what on earth's going on with Shepard. And then you've got the middle one where you're going around and gathering allies. And then you've got the third act as the heist kind of thing. Like, that works really, really well. But yeah, a lot of games don't really have that third act. Warrior Within was the sequel to Sands of Time, the edgy one. Yeah, I didn't really play that much. I mean, I don't think I played it at all. I saw it, but I never played it. You lost interest, but you only usually have an hour or so a week. Yeah, I'm definitely like... I obviously have a bit more time to play games because of what I do, but like... I'm a big fan of shorter games at the moment. Like, a game... If a game's like... 10 hours or so, that's about perfect for me. A 10-hour game is really solid. You know, I could play it over a couple of days if I was really into it, or like a week if I wasn't. And I can see the end, and I can really enjoy it, and I get everything out of it. That's like really good. Some games I'll give 20 hours, you know, something like something as good as like Alan Wake 2 or Control, or, you know, Dishonored 2 or something like that. Then I'm willing to say like, okay, you know, I'll play 20 hours of this. But then once a game gets past 20 hours, it's facing an uphill battle to make me care about it. Like, for that long. Oh my god, I can't believe this game's still going on. Red Dead Redemption 1 is available on PlayStation 5 free in 60 frames per second, you read the other day. Oh, crazy. Red Dead 1 and 2 both have jank controls. It's weird that, like... The Rockstar still seem to be so like insistent on having weird control schemes. Lost Crown's definitely worth finishing. Yeah, I will do. It wasn't that I stopped liking it. It was more just other stuff came out. I'm quite like I'm quite busy for the next few weeks. So obviously we've got Rebirth Island this week, which I'm excited about on Wednesday. It's my birthday on Tuesday, which I'm excited about. And I've got a meeting thing on Tuesday, which should be fun. And then Thursday, I'm going to Germany. And then I get back on Monday. So I won't be streaming again until Monday night after Wednesday. I'll stream Wednesday, and then I won't be streaming again until Monday. Monday night. And then it's not long. We've got a little bit of time. And then, oh, he's back. Maximus is back. And then, yeah, I've got a little bit of time, and then we go to Madrid for a couple of days. And then we've got a bit of time. Then at the end of May, I'm going to Japan for like a week. So looking forward to that. It feels like I've got a lot of trips at the moment. And then, you know, like gaming-wise, I assume X-Defiant will probably come out sometime in the next month or so. What else is coming out? Are there any other big games that I need to pay attention to? I don't know. X-Defiant or the Division Heartland I would pay attention to. I've definitely lost a lot of interest in that Marvel Rivals game. That was a bit of a roller coaster, wasn't it? Of hearing like, oh, apparently there's a new Marvel game coming out, and it's like a third-person action game. It's like, sounds cool. And then I heard people saying like, but it's a lot like Overwatch. And it's like, oh, okay. And then they released a trailer, and it's like, oh, it's a lot like Overwatch. Oh, this is hard to watch. Am I streaming on my birthday? Yeah, probably, because my wife will be at work. So I will probably stream normal time in the morning on Tuesday. I can't believe there's 4 people. Oh, thank God for that. Have I tried the Stellar Blade demo on PS5? No, I haven't. Is it only on PS5, the demo? I was going to download it on Xbox, but that's probably not a good idea if it's not on Xbox. I will try it. I originally wrote that game off as it was just one of those rude games. You know, where it's like, oh, look how little clothes the people are wearing. But then, oh, he's gone! 3 left! But then it's getting tense now. Who's gonna win? Oh, this guy's got 1 kill. Yeah, I'd heard people saying that the gameplay's actually good on that Stellar Blade, so I'm gonna try it. Has anyone played that Rise of Ronin? I was originally quite excited for that Rise of Ronin. You know, I quite like Neo. I like Ghost of Tsushima. I like the idea of some sort of combination of the two. But then I haven't heard anything positive about it since it came out, so I'm like, oh. You're not sure if it's exclusive? Oh, well, I'll have a look. Yeah, I'm quite up for playing that Stellar Blade. That was kind of cool. Oh, we've got a Destiny expansion in May, Final Shape. And we've got the... When's the next Destiny thing? I think it's next week. It might be a week on Tuesday or Wednesday. There's the Destiny 2, like... Because they delayed the Final Shape, they've done, like, a mini expansion called Into the Light. And it's got this new Horde mode, Onslaught, which I'm quite excited for. And you can get loads of special loot playing it. So, yeah, I'm going to get back into Destiny, I think, when that comes out. So that's in, like, a week. I'm excited for that. You were gonna buy it. Oh, Rise of the Ronin, yeah. You play it, it's better than they say. Hey, JW. What, Rise of Ronin? It's cool. Yeah, like, the only clip of video I saw about it was somebody running through a town, and it was like, you know, it was really glitchy, and there was a load of pop-in, the graphics looked really bad, and I was like, ugh, can't bother with this, but... I haven't really, like, watched someone playing it properly. I think, like, that was a video where someone was specifically going out their way to make fun of it. Had some biscuit-flavoured tea at Insomnia on Friday. That was weird. I can't believe how desperate these people are for a win. My win, may I add. Like, does this win matter to them that much? What are the cinema times like for Godzilla? We've got 2 cinemas here in Norwich. Right, there's one at 10:45. Well, that's already started. One at 11:55. I'm not going to see that. Oh, there's quite a few, actually. Quite a few showings. Okay. We could maybe go. Stellar Blade is a PS5 exclusive. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'll download it on PlayStation. Have a look. Now I can delete Final Fantasy, which has been taking up all my hard drive space for ages. Yeah, it's a shame about Final Fantasy. I really, like, it never really got its hooks into me. At no point when I was playing it was I, like... When I played Final Fantasy VII Remake, I started it kind of tentatively being, like, not sure if I'm going to enjoy this, and ended up absolutely loving it. And this, I never had that feeling. I never got to the point where I was like, oh, I can't wait to see what happens next. Like, oh, I love this. I just wanted to finish it. I shouldn't have kept on playing it, really. Who's got the most patience? I know, right? What's everyone's game of the year so far? I know we're still early doors. We're still at the end of March now. What's everyone's favourite game they've played so far this year? I'd be interested to hear. And thank you again, Madjock, for that £5 super chat you sent me. That was very, very nice of you. Sorry, I didn't say anything at the time because I was hoping to record a video of this, thinking the end of it would be quicker. But now I'm probably not going to do this as a video because it's quite boring. Helldivers 2. Yeah, that seems like a fairly safe shout for a lot of people. Helldivers 2 hasn't grabbed me in the way it has other people. I don't know, like, I find it a bit repetitive, but I'm glad people have enjoyed it so much. I'm glad it's brought a lot of joy. Lots of people have really liked it. Oh, I don't even know what games have come out this year yet. Right, so games of 2024. Dragon's Dogma 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Prince of Persia, Like Dragon Infinite Wealth, Suicide Squad, Tekken 8, Stellar Blade, Batman Wukong, Rise of Ronin, Helldivers, Stalker 2, Pacific Drive. Oh, Indiana Jones and Star Wars Outlaws are both meant to be out this year. And Avowed. I feel like, worryingly, Balatro might be my favourite game of the year so far. There's been quite a lot of games come out that I was really excited about, like Nightingale, Suicide Squad, Like a Dragon, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Dragon's Dogma, but none of them have really grabbed me. None of them have really hooked me. City Skylines 2's been a major disappointment. Have they still not made it good? I haven't loaded it up again for ages. I played it like the day it came out, City Skylines 2, and then I haven't played it since. It sounds stupid, but I really hated how you just couldn't make things look like real without loads of faffing. Like, I saw there was a load of YouTube guides on like how to make roads look natural because, you know, like the weird elevation stuff, and it's like I feel like the game should be doing that for me. Like, it just looked, everything looked so janky, like car parks and driveways at, like, you know, 80-degree angles and stuff. It was a real shame. Blattro's coming to mobile. That seems quite dangerous. I'm gonna go to Lou. Enjoy watching Skinny Sunshine. I can't believe there's still 2 people in this. So 3 people in this. I feel committed now. This is like, this guy's level 2 as well. Is he trying to make it so he's won his, like, what, probably second game? Good morning, Aaron. Happy Easter to you too. All they need to do is outlast the others. So all 3 of them are at least in this gulag now. The person who was by themselves is the one that left. Do I get to... Oh, I clicked little arrow and it just disappeared. Oh, I can see their loadout. They have fists and the rock. I didn't realize you can see all this stuff. That's kind of cool. I wonder if I could, like, say to them, like, hey, you need to get out. That'd be cool if that'd be cool if they had something where it's like, oh, has the game like finished like more than like, you know, the gas has closed in more than 2 minutes ago. Okay, now Krampus is coming. Or just as soon as the gas closes, as soon as the gas closes in, you just hear Krampus. That would be sick. And like he spawns near wherever the players are, so even if they were in here, he would just like appear in the gulag chasing them. That would be amazing, Squiz. I would love that. Oh, every time he stops, I'm like, is he quitting? I think he's trying to find some way to stop himself from going AFK, isn't he? Seems like he's trying to like wedge himself or something. I mean, eventually they're gonna go. I can only see 2 active. Oh no, they are all active. They are all active and running. They're not even trying to punch each other. Maybe you can't run out of health. This is ridiculous. So what's this been going? Right. Do 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 do. I'll bounce around the screen a bit to give you some entertainment. Am I gonna get in the corner? Who knows? Oh. Oh. Every now and then I keep thinking, oh, maybe like these people are just never going to give up. But then we have gone down from like 16 people to 3. These are the hardcore ones who really, really want this win. They're desperate for it. What happens first? Game ends or you get the corner? I reckon I'll get the corner. Hey, DK. Oh, no, no. Oh, this one could be a corner. This could be. No. No. Oh, no. No, miles away, miles away. Oh, this could be. That was pretty much a corner. That was pretty good. What's happened? So, I was the last person alive in the final zone, but the game told me there were 16 people left, including me. Naturally, I just eventually died to the gas. As you would expect. Which I feel a bit hard done by, because I was definitely the last person alive on the map. But then we came into the Gulag, where there were multiple gulags full of people running around punching each other. Now, everyone's quit except for these 3. So we've got Skinny Sunshine, we have the grey and black guy with the goggles, and then I think there's another guy with... Oh, well, there are two people with the same skin. Okay, maybe. But yeah, so now it's kind of a endurance test to see how long before these people decide to quit. It is Easter Sunday. If they're in the UK, nobody's got anything to do today. Who knows how long this is going to take? It's like one of those weird competitions where you have to be the last person to hold your hand in the car. Aren't those like banned because people like die by holding their win? Yeah, all these people are going to get is a win on Warzone in their stats. I'd love it if some Activision developer saw my tweet and then logged in with their thing and was just like, okay, I'm going to just like end this game. Just kick them all. I should like, I've always thought that maybe it'd be fun to get into like Warzone commentating, because I think I'd be a refreshing, different perspective on Warzone. You got loads of like people who see themselves as pro players. Oh, on that note, by the way, I saw someone the other day described as a pro, is that guy who was caught cheating, described as a pro and competitive player, as in like, he's a pro player and he also does tournaments. Surely that's what makes you do a pro player, is if you do tournaments and stuff like that, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's the guy with the big backpack on. Him. Bulky boy. There's Bulky boy and Arctic Camo boy. And Skinny Sunshine. Who's gonna win? Yeah, it seemed weird to say someone's a pro and competitive player. It seems odd. Yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, when they're doing the casting, I feel like there's always a lot of like, you know, there's people who are like ex-pros and they're talking from that kind of point of view. They should get someone like me to do it, where it's like a different voice. I think I've got a nice enough voice to listen to. I could talk like that. I could talk like this. No, that sounds stupid. They probably never won a game of Warzone before. I mean, this person's level 2, so they definitely haven't won a game of Warzone before. This is the voice that I'll use now for commentating Warzone. Hey everybody, you're joining us. There's 3 players left alive. They're all in the Gulag. We have Skinny Sunshine, whose view we're currently spectating. There's also Bulky Boy and Arctic Camo. Who's going to win? It's a game of patience at this point. There's no way they can hurt each other. They can reduce their health bars, but it doesn't really do anything. They do have rocks, but they've decided not to throw them at each other for some reason. This game's been going on for over an hour at this point. What do you think's gonna win at home? The strategy Skinny Sunshine's been employing is pretty much just running around in circles. He does seem to have a little bit of trouble getting through doorways. Maybe he's not really paying attention, maybe he's watching TV. Maybe he's playing another game on another device. He seems to be moving around. I think what they're trying to do is avoid the dreaded kicked for inactivity bug. Well, not really a bug, it's more of a feature to get rid of people who aren't doing anything. So they're all running around, at least to an extent. At the beginning of this, there were 15 of them in the Gulag, and they were taking part in kind of communal activities, punching each other, jumping around, trying to communicate, that sort of thing. But I feel like all of that camaraderie's gone straight out the window now. Now it's all about survival. They really want to win this game. Are they going to win this game? Probably not. They've got a 1 in 3 chance of it. It just depends on who's got the most patience. Skinny Sunshine, who was spectating now, he's a rookie to the tournament. He is only level 2, which means he can't have played more than 1 game before to be that low level in the game. Maybe he's somebody who was caught up in that ban wave a little while ago. Who knows? Call of Duty Activision recently banned a fairly large number of accounts, so you'd expect there to be less cheaters about, but those cheaters can just make new accounts. So this Skinny Sunshine could be one of these people with a brand new account because he was caught cheating. What do you think? Do you think his movement looks like a level 2 player? Right now he's walking into a wall. So kind of. He does look like he's getting a little bit more lethargic, which is strange because it's a video game, so you can't really get tired out. But he does look like he's slowing down. Bulky Boy's hopping into the corner, Blair Witch style. Half expecting someone to get hit in the back of the head. What a mysterious final camera shot. We've got a message from a viewer here. Copy A in the chat says, he looks like a bot, not gonna lie. And a warm welcome to Cobby in the chat. How's Frankie Boyle? There is still 3 people. No, these people have held out for quite a long time now. The others dropped like flies at the beginning, but this is taking some time. One suggestion from Squishmaster, that maybe when they walk up to walls, they're just looking straight through them, like the dirty cheaters they might be. Testing all their hacks on Warzone Mobile. I'm not even sure if people are hacking in Warzone Mobile yet. I'm sure it'll come, especially when an emulator gets working on this. But for now, it seems to be a hack-free environment. Hey there, Best Kept Secret, how's it going? We're spectating 3 people running around in the Gulag, and they have been for the last hour. Glad to hear that, Cobby. Glad to hear that Frankie was very funny. It'd be really upsetting if you went... Why does that bit of the wall look different? That bit of the wall looks... I'm breaking out of my voice there. Because, you know, there's a bit of the wall that looks like a doorway. What app am I using to stream mobile Warzone? OBS? What? I'm not, like, this is running on my phone. Look, it's my phone. There you go. You can see, it's running on my phone. I did a video all about how to stream Warzone Mobile. It's just using a capture card, basically. You can get a thing. I've got this, like, this little device. I don't think you can see it. There we go. This thing. I have this thing that is a USB hub that connects to the bottom of my phone, and it has HDMI out and audio out. And I have connected that to a capture card. And then that lets me capture the game footage from my phone. But this is running on my phone. So now Skinny Sunshine just starting to hop up and down on the spot. Definitely not running as fast as he was before. Let's have a close look at some of those textures. I do find it amazing that when you're running around like this, those brick textures look pretty good. And then you get up close to them and they look like ass. That's the magic of video game design. The real question is, if you have the patience to watch this game until the end, Nick Muller says. I do, I think. I'm quite enjoying it. I'm quite invested at this point. The thing is, there's 2 likely outcomes, I think. 2 things that could be happening next in this game. God, this must be a nightmare for people who commentate on like Formula 1, where sometimes like nothing will happen for an hour and a half. You've got the beginning and the end, and in the middle nothing happens. So, the 2 likely outcomes from this game. One is that
Best kept
2 of the people we're
31
watching
super
quit at the same time.
£1.58.
I think that's possible. It's not likely, but it's possible. The 2 will quit at the same time, thus handing the win to whoever doesn't quit. But I think a much more likely outcome, and a much more kind of worrying outcome, is that 1 person quits. Because if 1 person quits, I feel that's going to give fresh energy to the 2 remaining people who will believe that they're about to get handed a free Warzone win. And then they will stay in the game forever. And they will never leave. Thank you, Best Kept Secret, for the $1.99 super chat. Appreciate that. But yeah, Best Kept Secret, if you want it in more detail, if you check out my video on my channel from like a week ago, it's I go into more detail about how it all works there. Did you say they've been here for an hour? Yes. This is the 2nd game I've played on this stream, and I've been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes. They have been going for a very, very long time. People are leaving the stream. We have less people watching the stream than we had at the beginning. I thought this would be a draw. People would be excited about this. Apparently people are not excited about people staring at walls. Imagine if there's some Easter egg in the Gulag with that weird bit of wall that looks like it's a different colour. And they aren't finding it. Look, there. Can you see that bit of wall? There is a bit of wall that is a different colour, and it's in the shape of a doorway. When I get in the Gulag, I'm going to be interacting with that wall. Nice. Do you think the server will remain active for hours on end? You would think, like, this is taking up an entire server. You would think that maybe they would have a thing to stop a game from overrunning because it's taking up an entire server. Look at that wall. That wall is a different color. Look at it. You're surprised that there's no gas? Didn't they add that later on? The Gulag would have had gas as well. So sometimes in the Gulag, you used to have a thing where the gas would actually come from Gulag because the Gulag is on the map. I think, and I could be wrong here, because this is mini royale, so this Gulag already starts like way out in the gas. Maybe the gas like despawns at some point or something. I don't know. Or maybe it's got something to be like, hey, don't put gas here because we're there. But yeah, there did used to be, I think it was more of a glitch that the gas did come through the Gulag. Yeah, an OG Warzone, yeah. At this point, I can't give up. That makes me want to give up. Can't tell me what to do. Oh no, every time he stops, I'm like, maybe this is it. Maybe he's about to quit. Then he just keeps on going. What do you think the longest a game of Warzone has ever gone on for is? Do you think this is the world record? We need that gas now. I'll change my stream title. This is surely a record. This is crazy. Can't believe there's 3 of them that haven't quit. Webcam bouncing, big fan. Boop. Bum 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 bum. So it's like. Hey, thank you, Purple Tie Gaming, for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. Boop, boop, boop. What is going on in this game? That person is in a Gulag glitch. I think all 3 of these people are in a Gulag glitch. Previously, there were 15 people in this Gulag glitch, but they're leaving. Imagine if one person quits and the other 2 get put into the Gulag. And they have to fight. That would be the best outcome. That would be amazing. We are currently, what place are we in the Twitch rankings for Warzone Mobile? This is currently the 3rd most viewed stream on Twitch. And this is what we're watching. Top English language stream, and this is what we're watching. That would be epic. It would be. That would be the ultimate way to end it. Who do you all think's going to win, chat? Put your bets in now. Who's going to win? Are we going to have... Oh, no. Is it lock touch mode? Is it Skinny Sunshine? Is it Bulky Boy? Or is it The Arctic camo guy. Oh, bulky boys. Oh, I thought he'd stopped. They're still running around. Bulky boy, Cobb's going for. Sarfac's going for Skinny Sunshine. Oh. Oh, no. Skinny Sunshine. The mum told them to side of the room. We've still got 3. We've still got all of them here. Place your bets. I need to get some, like, stream games that you can do. I know Stream Elements have got, like, they've added some things where we can do some stream games that you can play. Do. I think there are a bunch of little commands and stuff you can do if people want to. Let's have a look at the Stream Elements bot. What can you do with the Stream Elements bot? I feel like there's like gambling things you can do and stuff with your channel points if you're over on Twitch. If you're over on Twitch, chat bot. I think you can do like duel and stuff. Someone do !duel in Twitch chat. I think it should let you duel each other. What's the Windows idle screen doing? Is dueling working? Oh, it's not working. Why is dueling not working? Maybe it's a thing I need to add in. Modules. Chat alerts, roulette. Oh, there we go. Oh, you have to duel somebody. It is working. Good. Oh, but you need points. How do you get points? I don't know how you get points. How do you get points? And you should be able to do slots as well. Here we go. Loyalty. Save. Can I just give everyone... You receive 5 geeky bucks every 10 minutes. I think you should be able... Is there a way I can give you all... Add points. There we go. There we go. Everybody's got 100 geeky bucks to play with. There you go. Why is it saying you've got 0? I literally just gave you all some. I just gave you all some. Oh, Maida just stole it. There you go, Kristen 5. See if that worked. You're gonna spit it all on Iron Brew. That's what Cobb would have wanted. I like the way you can hear in the background audio of the Gulag just someone going, oh. You think the server will break, Finley, before it ends? Oh, as they lay dying, stealing the 1,000. Cobb can't win any. Oh, Bulky Boy stopped. Bulky Boy stopped moving. Is this Bulky Boy accepting defeat? Skinny Sunshine also stopping. Nope, nope. Skinny Sunshine's still going. Bulky Boy had stopped moving. Oh, I feel like you're all gambling for small amounts. I feel like you're gambling for tiny amounts, really. If I were you, I'd be going for the... I'd just be using all. There we go. I just lost all of mine. Maida went all in and lost 14,000. Good. Good. I'm glad. Oh dear. Oh my god, Cobb just won so many. Cobb's got so many points. Cobb's redemption arc. Oh my god. How are there still 3 people? Joe, you can't duel me. I don't have any points either. I lost all mine. Oh my god. How is there still 3 people doing this? Whoa. I wonder where they recorded the cheering. Yeah, this is the same game, bods. I've only played 2 games today. In this hour and 35-minute stream so far. We're all waiting for Cobb to gamble his points. This is what we need. You're not sure he's brave enough? Bingo. What? What's that about? Oh, you can enable it. There we go. Now does it work? There you go. You can guess an emote to try and win 2,000 geeky bucks. How does the bingo work? I don't even know. Oh, when you put the correct emote in chat, you are considered the winner. No, you don't need to say bingo. I think you just do the emote, and if you get the right one. Trying to take on the Titan. It's all the global emotes, by the way. It's not my emotes. Do. Hey, Sad. I'd like to point out with this match, we are now up to, I think... No, we're still the third biggest stream. We need 7 more people to come over to be the second biggest Warzone Mobile stream. Oh, Bods is second on the leaderboards. You wish you could get this game on your RGL. Like, yeah, it'd be nice if I could get on my Steam Deck. That'd be a nice thing. It's Bods and Cobb. You're not gonna do for 50,000. Oh. If you do it, you'll gamble all of your points. Maida, you've got 1 point. Yeah, Bods could have easily taken a top spot then. You hopped over from YouTube for the gambling. Yeah, the gambling is where the real fun is. Finally I found a wormhole. Yeah, to this weird Gulag dimension. I still feel like I won this game. Morally, I won this game. So the leaderboard right now is Cobb at number 1 with 93,000 points. Bods at number 2 with 73,000 points. Versatility is number 3. Haven't seen Versatility for a little bit. Haven't seen him for a couple of weeks. 68,000. Then Jaeger. Haven't seen him for a while. 65,000. Pinguic. 60,000. Origin Wormy. Haven't seen him for ages. 39,000. Mapting Corgan. 31,000. Chellybell. 28,000. Robert Hall up there with 24,000. Robert Hall, a dark horse here. Robert Hall could be gambling his points, but he's keeping very quiet. Jack Frags is on 13,900. Mater went all in and won 1 geeky buck, so he now has 2. Oh, Azalai Dang just won a 10,000. Oh, Cobb's a big gambler. I respect it. I do respect it. That's bumped As I Lay Dying is up to number 10 now, just below Robert Hall. Cobb went all in. What? Yeah, Cobb's really kind of... He's the daredevil here. Up to 166,000 points. 166,000. That's insane. Go on, Findy. You need to gamble your way up to beating Cobb. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Stream Elements has a new thing where you can make a viewer queue. So you can make it so you just set up, like, and then people want to join, they can do, and then people can come in. That would be useful if we ever did a thing like where people are joining to do Easter eggs or something. That's kind of cool. I like it. You still can win 2,000 if you can just guess the right emote. You can do roulette, apparently. You can do exclamation mark roulette and then a number of points. And then it will do another... Like, I guess it's like slots. Alright, Bods. Why is Bods trying to give points out? You ain't giving points out to nobody, Bods. What's going on with this gulag? I mean, there's 3 people running around. Oh, Cobb just took 30,000 off As I Lay Dying. So yeah, there is a roulette module. Oh, can I can change the settings of it as well. I think that's the same as slots. It does the same thing as slots. D-U-E-L, Finley. A raffle has begun for 5,000 geeky bucks. You can join if you want a chance of... There we go. Oh. This is the thing that people come to my stream for. You've got spare points. I've also added the emote pyramid thing, so if you can manage to make an emote pyramid, then you get a little message saying well done. Gamble all is the play. Yeah, for sure. Oh, As I Lay Dying up to 24,000. Wow, there we go. Oh, the multi-raffle ended. Mickey v All won 5,000. Bulky boy hasn't moved for a while. Yeah, I haven't seen him for a bit. I would have thought he would have got done. Surely these people are getting tired. Where is Bulky boy? Is he still in the corner? No. Oh, is that Bulky boy? No. Oh, Bulky boy's still there in that corner. Yeah. Maybe he's moving ever so slightly. This is your first experience of COD Mobile. Does it take this long to get Gulag every round? No, there's some glitch where the game's ended. I should have won the game. I was in the final circle. I killed everyone else. But this is just going on. Activision have taken an interest. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I just got a message from someone in Activision asking for the match ID. Ah. You hope Activision gives them all a win. That'd be nice. Azalea dying has got up to 6th on the leaderboard. That's pretty good going. Activision's going to spawn Godzilla. Spawn a Krampus, spawn a Krampus, spawn a Krampus. It might just be that they wanted to know what went wrong. That could probably be it. Oh, oh, you hope I do, yeah. Oh no, Maida! Doo-doo. Oh, Mickey Bull getting up to 6 grand. Let's do another raffle. Chance to win 5,000 geeky bucks. What's going on? So we've been watching this Gulag for an hour and a bit. An hour and a half, is it? I think it's been. Well, the game started an hour and a half ago. And I should have won the game. I was the last person alive in the circle. But there was the player count was still at 16 in the final circle, which was an open sort of field. So we've been spectating them for a while, and people over on Twitch are gambling all of their points. Their geeky bucks, they've been gambling it. Azalea Daying just lost 50,000 points and now only has 2,000 left. Oh. Oh, Mickey Val just lost everything. Cobb's on 178,000. Oh, thank you for using your Prime, Ladius. I didn't get the notification thing, but there are a lot of notifications going off right now. You can lose everything on the Gamble All. Yeah, that's why it's called Gamble All. What? Oh, Purple Tide's moving up in the world. I can't believe there's still 3 people left. I thought one of them would have quit by now. But yeah, someone from Activision did get in touch and asked for the match ID. I don't know whether it was to do something with it or whether it's probably just more like so they can do a bug report for it. Dunno. You lost your dignity on Gamble, Maida. These guys aren't quitting. Do you not think? Do you think like they're really like they're this dedicated to winning? I wish I could spectate the others to see what like level they were and stuff. That'd be interesting. Oh, I haven't eaten anything yet today. I'm quite hungry. Finley went all in and won. Oh. Azalea Dying just gambled all. Why is it not letting you gamble all? I don't know. It's not seemingly not doing anything. Oh, I think maybe you can only do it every now and then. But if you do like slots or you do roulette, that's another way of gambling all. Yeah, there's like a minute cooldown or something. Can I have a loan a couple of books? You're good for it. I do every now and then. I keep doing raffles. There you go. I have a general squad. Can I raffle like? Can I raffle a huge amount? Oh no! Apparently 6,000 is the most I can do a raffle for. Cobb, why are you joining the raffle? 15 seconds to try and win 6,000. Cobb's now a capitalist. Finley, Bods, and Sarfak won 1,500 each. The Godzilla film I was going to watch has a runtime for 115 minutes, which is probably not far off spectating. What? So what you're saying is I could have gone to the cinema, watched Godzilla, then come back, and this game still be going on. The problem is my phone does time out sometimes. I'm surprised that guy hasn't been kicked for inactivity. Chunky Boy should have been kicked by now, surely. These people don't need to be running around. I think they could just leave their phone going. Unless Chunky Boy's just going in and out of menus or something. But he's been standing there for a long while. If Chunky Boy wins, you gamble all. Surely at some point they're going to have something to do with their lives. Did anybody see that Fort Park's new roller coaster has an opening date now? It's May 24th, which is when we're going to Japan then, so we won't be there for opening day. I don't think I would have gone for opening day anyway, because the queues will be insane. Anyone going to be heading over to Fort Park for the new roller coaster this year? There's quite a lot of like new rides and stuff that are opening this year that are quite exciting. We're going to a theme park for the first time next weekend. We haven't been to before. We're going to Tripsdrill in Germany. I don't actually know what they have. Right now, I might look it up. Tripsdrill. What do they have? Oh, what is that? They've got a weird thing. They've got a ride that I have never seen one of before. Do they not just have a list of their rides? Park maps, okay, park map. Theme park. Well, they've got a lot of stuff. It's quite a big place. I think it's a lot of kiddie things, but it looks like 2 roller coasters, 3 roller coasters, 4 roller coasters, but one of them's tiny. Oh, thank you. Have you seen that there's a big, like, there's a wood... Yeah, what is that? They've got a wooden roller coaster as well. Is it meant to be bad? Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah. So my wife just came and gave me my breakfast, which is my nutritious breakfast, which is a cookie. This is an Easter breakfast. Cookie and a banana. No, I'm okay, thank you. Boop, boop. Finley has gambled all. I think you gotta wait a bit, Mickey Ball. Purple tie. Oh, purple tie lost everything. Well, I'm glad I've got you all addicted to gambling now. I feel like Cobb's gonna be starting like a William Hill account right now. He's like, well, I just made 100,000 on this channel. How could I not do it in real life? We're near 2 hours. How long's the recording going? So I started the recording at the beginning of the game. The recording is up to 1 hour 55. One hour 55. So in 5 minutes. I can't believe they've been doing this for 2 hours. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Thanks for following. I like how this guy's level 2. So, assuming this is his, like, second game, does he just think this is what Warzone is? Oh, Mickey Vol. That's what you get for gambling. I should get all of these. When you guys gamble them and then lose them all, I should get them. There you go. This is a special raffle where only one person will win. Just get 1,000. Okay, Mickeyville. Made a Mickeyville. If I give you an insane number of, I'm willing to give you an insane number of geeky bucks on the basis that you immediately gamble all. And if you don't, I'll just take them away again. Okay. Oh my god. Again. You've got to wait. You've got to wait. There's a cooldown. It's exclamation mark points, not out. 2 million geeky bucks. Oh no! This is like such a... This would be a good thing to do. Oh no. Oh no. This would be a really good, like, lesson for kids. If you did, like, you know, a PSHE lesson kind of thing about the dangers of gambling. Just to let them do this and let this happen. That all of you got rich and then you threw it all away because you got greedy. And now, yep, the house always wins. Even though I literally gave out $1 million in it, I've still ended up winning. Cops won. Cops got to 2. Oh, dude. I can't believe Cop lost everything. When this glitch was around in Warzone 3, you waited in a glitch queue of 25 minutes hoping for a free win, and you suddenly died. Oh man, it'd be quite nice if that happened in this and someone suddenly died. I can't believe there's been 3 left. I thought there'd just be 2. I like the way you went from 1 point to 17, Cobb, that quickly. And then you lost it all again. Maid has lost all of his. Oh no. So the real question is, will Bods ever be willing to just gamble it all? Bods is now ahead. Oh, he's only ahead of Versatility by 7,000. Remember, Cobb, you can still win points. There's still the emote bingo thing going on, where if you can find the emote, find the global emote that the game had selected, you will win, like, I don't know, it's like 2,000 points or something. There's no AI enemies in this purple tie. People are trying to find the emote. My chat rate's going to be through the roof, at least. I like how Chunky Boy's, like, just got active again. He's, like, decided to take this more seriously now. Oh, Cruelty, I should correct you. You're not meant to say Warzone 3. There hasn't been a Warzone 3. We're still in Warzone 2. Even though it's much easier to say Warzone 3. Like, they changed the movement and everything. They changed the map. And then they still, like, they made a big point at Con Next of saying, like, this isn't Warzone 3. I wonder if that's because they are going to do a Warzone 3. I wonder if they'll do a Warzone 3 for, the new game this year. Because, like, Treyarch games are normally quite different. It'd be cool if they did do one that's like, hey, this is going to be a different type of thing. Over 2 hours now, yep. Over 2 hours. We now have more people watching on Twitch because of the interaction, I guess. Where are we up to in the Twitch rankings? We are still the 3rd biggest. There's 55 people watching the 2nd place one now. Oh, Mickey Val found it! Mickey Val found it! We need Blackout 2. Yeah, I mean, that'd be the dream, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'm really worried. Like, so this would be my nightmare situation for Call of Duty, like, the 2024, this year's one, okay? Is that they do a game where, let's go through each of the modes. And this is, like, the thing that I can imagine happening that would be the worst, is if the campaign was all like those open missions in Modern Warfare 3, where they were just areas of maybe a bigger map, maybe areas on a Warzone map or something, and it was just like you just went and did objectives like that. But they were all just essentially, you know, open little like Warzone map or ground war maps against bots, where you did stuff with no real like proper set pieces or anything, and like you bring in your own loadout and all stuff like that. That would be terrible. And then the multiplayer was all previous Black Ops maps. So just like, you know, they were like, hey, we're bringing back, you know, Nuketown, Jungle, Firing Range. And they're just like, hey, these are all the popular maps from previous Black Ops games. And guns from previous Black Ops games that people liked. So it was just that. And then Zombies was just remakes of Zombies maps. Just like, essentially like a Zombies Chronicles 2. Where it was just like, hey, you know, all of those maps that didn't get made in the original Zombies Chronicles, we've got like Buried and Transit and stuff like that. So yeah, Zombies Chronicles 2 kind of thing for zombies, where it wasn't any new maps, it was just remakes of the older ones, but without the original casting, and instead it was like remakes of the originals, but like you could use operators in them, and so they changed any of the Easter egg steps that you need specific characters for. And then Warzone was literally just the Warzone that we've already got, but with the Black Ops guns and operators. That would be my idea of a nightmare situation for Black Ops. And I can imagine it happening. I can imagine them doing that. And that would suck. World record here for longest Warzone mobile game. I think so. This is pretty crazy. Cobb's back to 0. Everyone's back to 0. This is terrible. Chatbot modules. Okay, we're doing another bingo. What's going on, Martonic? So we had a game of... Oh, sorry, I need to do another. Let's do the right thing for that. There we go, 25,000 geeky bucks for whoever can find a Twitch emote. So I was playing a game of Warzone Mobile. I was the only person alive in the final circle, but it said that there were 16 people still in the game. I obviously eventually died to the gas, and then we came to the Gulag where there were 15 people running around in the Gulag. They've whittled down over the last 2 hours, so now there's 3 people left in the Gulag. They have been running around for 2 hours. There's 3 people. There's Skinny Sunshine, who we're spectating. There's Arctic Camo, and there's Chunky Boy. Chunky Boy did go inactive for about 40 minutes, but he's back now somewhere. There was Arctic Camo, just went past him. The Vortex event that's currently live called Valve Replacement. It requires you to activate the research vessel's horn. Jack Franks, how's it going? I've been here 2 bloody hours. Yep, this is thrilling content. How's it going, Jack? What Vortex event? I didn't know there was an event going on called Valve Replacement. I haven't heard of that at all, DNL. I haven't played like proper Warzone much. Is that? I take it that's in proper Warzone. Valve Replacement. I haven't heard about that at all. Is that just in the menu when you load up Warzone? Jack needs to gamble all over in Twitch. Yo, Jack, you've got quite a lot of points in this stupid thing we're doing on Twitch, so they want you to gamble all. Is that not the one that has the maggot camo? Is it? Is that live now, the one where you can get the maggot camo? Maybe I should play some. I really want to know who... I really want someone to win this. And I want to know what the final thing's going to look like. You can unlock the maggot. You can unlock it. Oh, cool. It's a battle of the phone batteries. I think they'll all be plugged in. It's Easter Sunday, Jack. Everyone's sitting at home. They're sitting there stuffing their face with Easter eggs. Their chocolate-covered fingers smearing over the phone screen. There's Chunky Boy. Chunky Boy is getting a move on now. I'll have to have a look at that other thing on Proper Warzone. I didn't know about it. Maybe I'll go on it again this evening when I get back from the cinema. If we go today. Though the weather is looking grim outside. Ask my wife if she does want to go to cinema today or not. In Warzone on console. Yeah. What do you want to do? Do exclamation mark, gamble, and then all. Jack. Your phone can't run the game, it says unsupported GPU. Yeah, I think they are trying to make it so it'll work on more, but it's not at all. Oh, Jack just doubled his. I feel like you've risked it all, Jack, and then you've come away on top. I think you're good. Somebody lost 2 million earlier. We've had to make our own fun because this game isn't the best one. I should do an episode of Spectating Warzone that is a 2-hour video of me just talking about this. But I should I'll cut out this audio and then just replace it with me actually spectating them for 2 hours. I'm sure that would be a great video on YouTube. Why is there emote spam? Because all of these people are gambling addicts. Oh, no, it's Mark Kidsey gambling. All these people are gambling addicts, and they lost all their points by gambling. And I set up a bingo thing, so if someone can find the right emote, they get 25,000 points. And I know whoever finds it is going to immediately gamble all and lose it all. Unless if you have $1,000 phone or tablet, you ain't playing. Is that how bad it is? I mean, I was very lucky that Asus sent me this ROG Phone 8, which has worked incredibly well for this game. It does work on my... Actually, it does work on my Flip as well, on my Samsung Flip 5. This was like $800, I think. And it works on that fine. But it is yeah, I think you need a relatively expensive one. You think you should give you 200k and you'll definitely just gamble all? I'm not doing it, Cobb. I didn't tell you to gamble all earlier. I didn't tell you. Wait, as I lay dying, that message got auto-moderated where you said we are degenerates. Also, Jack, I don't know if you're still listening, but hilariously, this, with me watching this Gulag for 2 hours now, is the third biggest stream on Twitch for Warzone Mobile. The third biggest stream is this. Oh, Jesus. Dead game. Thanks. I was climbing around the rooflet yesterday. You know you got all that fiberglass insulation stuff. I was moving all that about because we thought we had a leak in the roof, which we don't, thankfully. But I was moving all that, and there must have been a load of dust and crap in there because it hasn't been moved for literally 10 years. And my God, my throat and my nose, my sinuses have not recovered. Oh. How long did it take me to get around the I-Series exhibition then? I would say we were there from about 10 o'clock when it opened, although we did go have a Weatherspoon's breakfast first, which was crazy expensive. Weatherspoon's breakfast, a large breakfast with no drink, was like 15 quid. Exhibition Centre Weatherspoon's a rip-off. And it was horrible as well. It tasted really bad. Anyway, yeah, we were there, and then we left at about 1, so like 3 hours. Most of that was just I wanted to go around and play the indie games that were there. There was a bunch of, like, you know, students showing off their indie games. They weren't anything like super... It wasn't anything like super exciting. There's one thing that's really weird. I don't know loads of you who have been to gaming conventions, but like I was waiting to play a game. There was one guy in front of me, and he sat down, and he played for like, I'd say 15 minutes, and then he died. And then he loaded it up again, and played again. On a different level, admittedly, but he loaded up a different level, and played again. And then he played it for ages, and then he died. And then he sat in a seat. There was only one computer for this game. He sat in a seat talking to the developer for another 15 minutes. So I was just standing there behind this guy for 45 minutes, obviously just waiting to have a turn on the game. That's rude. That's really rude. Don't do that to people. If someone's waiting, just, you know, get an idea of what the game's like and then move on. If you want to talk to the developer, stand up, stand out of the way a little bit and talk to the developer there while so someone else can play. Oh, that really wound me up. Your phone is the Oppo A96 from 2022. Doesn't run the game and it cost 330. Yeah, please don't breathe in asbestos. I don't think I have asbestos in my roof. That would be very worrying. They're camping. They are camping. Oh, that guy was camping. Who had the best booth? Oh, nobody. There was, Yorkshire Tea had a van, and you could get normal flavour tea for free, or you could get biscuit flavour tea. That was pretty good, like that. Had some biscuit flavour tea, that was quite nice. Hi, Quipped. That was pretty good. I just, like, those sort of conventions aren't really for me. Like, I used to like going to Gamescom and EGX and Res, where it was all about, like, going and playing loads of different games. This wasn't really about that. It was like lots of places where you could buy like stuff where the licensing was very dubious for various games, and like then lots of stuff for people who are cosplaying, lots of people who were there for the LAN event, you know, who'd brought their own PC and were playing against each other in various games. There was a lot of that kind of thing, but not really much for just like a random person to go in and have a look about. It's a bit much. If you'd paid for a ticket, I would have been a bit annoyed. It's like you pay for a ticket and then you go in, there's a load of other stuff that you can pay to buy or, you know, do. Not for me, really. Yeah, I think I'm much more... I like stuff like Gamescom, you know, where it's like some of the AAA developers are there and you can go see their cool, fancy booths and get some merch and play their new games. And then there's like entire halls of like, you know, good indie games. That's cool. There was a cool indie game called like Slap It, something like that, and it like aesthetically I didn't think it looked great, but it's like a bit like Call of Duty Zombies but melee focused. So like you run around picking up objects and hitting zombies with them while also trying to like get through an area and solve puzzles. That was fun. I enjoyed playing that. It was all very simple, you know, it was very simplistic, and they said they're launching with just 3 levels, and like one level took me about 10 minutes to finish, so it's like I don't think there's a lot of content in it, but the idea of having like a game that's a bit like COD Zombies and being entirely melee focused, I quite like that. And there was, you know, some Easter eggs and some light puzzles and stuff. It was fine. And there was another game that I thought was kind of cool. It's like this kart racing game where it was a kart racer, but it was a bit like Overwatch, so you were in teams, and instead of like picking up objects to attack each other, you all had abilities on cooldown. And so some of them were like support, where they could try and make other people on their team faster. And then other people obviously about attacking the enemy and like slowing them down or like swapping places, stuff like that. That seemed really like such a cool idea. I just hadn't really seen a game like that before. Whereas like a team-based karting game with like Overwatch abilities. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. And I was chatting to the guy who made it, and I was like, oh yeah, it seems really good. And then he was like, oh yeah, we're like releasing a sort of playable build of it at the end of the week. And it's like, what? And it was like, the graphics were so bad, it was super buggy, the UI was a mess. And then he was like, they're releasing it this week or next week or something. And I was just like, oh my god, like, that's such a terrible idea. There were so many people there who were showing off games that were like unbelievably early, unpolished, unfinished. And they were just like, oh yeah, we're going to release it on early access this month. And it's like, why would you put out games like that? I mean, I guess it's, you know, because they know they can get money from early access where you don't have to actually finish your game because you can get money based on the promise of finishing the game. You know, you can release a screenshot of what you hope the game will one day look like and then sell people that instead of actually having to make the game, which is the hard bit. But it was, yeah, it was a bit not great. Have I seen the trailer for Screenbound? Oh yeah, I haven't seen the trailer, but I've seen screenshots of it. I saw some people talking about it. Oh, Mickey Val found the 25,000. Oh, I don't know why I'm to your points. That was a point scam. You want your points? Okay. Add points. Mickey. Val. I don't know why it didn't work. Probably just too many points. 25,000. There you go. Your sad Second Extinction got shut down. Oh, you put Appetite Gaming. Second Extinction was never very good, I didn't think. It never seemed great. Oh, how long is this Gulag? This Gulag has been going for 2 hours and 25 minutes nearly. Still with 3 people in. And they're still running around. They've literally been running around a Gulag for 2 hours and 25 minutes, and I've been watching them. You and your few friends honestly thought it was fun. It had issues, but it had charm. You don't need to apologize. It's just not for me. I never thought Second Extinction was one of those games that I thought was like sold on the idea of it. Like the idea sounds cool, but I just never thought the execution was very good. Is that the one? Wait, am I thinking of the right one? Is that the one where it's kind of like Left 4 Dead but with dinosaurs? So there was that one, and then there was another one that was more of like a deathmatch thing where you fought other dinosaurs in a big open world. The one where you fought other dinosaurs in a big open world was bloody terrible. That game was really bad. The thing that was a bit like Left 4 Dead was like, it was okay. It was okay. I played it once and then was like, yeah, I'm done with this. You haven't seen him crouch once. You'd love a Dino Crisis remake. You know, I've never played Dino Crisis. I've seen it. That's the thing that's a bit like sort of Silent Hill, Resident Evil type thing, but with dinosaurs, isn't it? Because I never had a PS1. I've got sort of a blind spot when it comes to a lot of games from that era. And I never played Dino Crisis. It'd be cool if they did one in the style of, you know, like the Resident Evil 2 remake and stuff. That'd be cool. It does feel like it's weird that, like, no one's made a really good dinosaur game. You know, there's been lots of attempts, and every dinosaur game seems to have ended up being, like, a bit janky, or, like, having some big problem with it. Like, that Jurassic Park game that's like Planet Zoo, where from Frontier, that was quite cool, where, like, you build your own thing, but it's just a bit too slow. Although, actually thinking about that, I might install that again. I kind of want to play that again. You know, the Jurassic World Evolution, I think the newest one was called. That was cool. Yeah, I might reinstall that and play that this evening. And then, what else has been? Primal Rage was a lot of fun. I used to really like that, but they never kept those going, Primal Rage games. Trespasser, obviously, super cool idea, but it just didn't work. There's that new Jurassic Park survival game coming out. Yeah, the one that looks like Alien Isolation. I'm hopeful that it'll be good, but don't know. It's a cool idea. I haven't really seen like much gameplay of it. I saw that trailer they did at like the Game Awards or whatever, but the I haven't really seen anything about it since. I was saying earlier, Jack, I just finished Final Fantasy VII Rebirth last night, so I'm kind of looking for something new to play. I mean, I've got Dragon's Dogma to play, and I've got, like... I need to go back and do Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. Need to finish that. I've got, yeah, I don't know. I really want a new game to come out. I wish The Division Heartland would come out, but I'm assuming the fact that we haven't seen much about The Division Heartland, and they like keep going for like long periods without talking about it, makes me think that it's going terribly. You know, it's like X Defiant, where it's like, if it was going well, we'd know more about it. They keep putting tweets out occasionally, but it's like, this obviously isn't going great. Why can't we get a new Titanfall or do a new Battlefield this year? Feels like it's just not much to look forward to with first-person shooter games right now. That we know about, at least. You know, maybe there'll be some big surprise. Maybe when we start getting towards like the E3 time of year. I know there's no E3, but like the Summer Games Fest time of year, maybe someone will announce something really cool. Feels like a bit of a down point at the moment, not much going on. Yeah. Have you seen that? Someone was talking to me about it. What the hell was it called? Only Human? Something like that? It's like meant to be like an extraction shooter type thing. I think it's third person. They were asking for people to sign up to the creator program the other day. So I signed up to it on Lurkit, but I don't know. I saw the gameplay from Force Gaming when they did a video on it, and I'm not completely sold on it. Been playing some of that game, Generation Zero. Oh yeah, I remember that. They added that to Game Pass, didn't they, Flynn? Whew, Mickey Vol up to 40 grand. Yeah, I remember that Generation Zero like looking cool but then getting bad reviews, so I never gave it a go. I think that maybe I loaded it up and then played like the tutorial and then was like, nah, I don't know. Has anyone mentioned Stellar Blade on PlayStation 5? I saw Finley earlier was talking about the demo for that being out. I haven't played it yet. I've heard it's good. It looked like a really pervy game, so I was sort of a bit wary of it, but apparently the gameplay is really good, so I'll probably download the demo later today. It's alright, open world, it's kind of hard. Yeah. I just want something like, I want something that's multiplayer and polished. Like, I'm sort of fed up of all of these early access games. I kind of want something that's polished, multiplayer, preferably first-person shooter. You know? That's what I'm looking for right now. That's what I'd like to see. I mean, Destiny having, like I said, Destiny having the Into the Light little mini expansion next week, and then having Final Shape in like May. I'm excited for that. I always think a new Destiny expansion's always a good time. I always have a lot of fun with it. Flynn, thank you very much for subbing. 37 months. Nice. Oh, Lardius, you lost all of your 30. I can't believe there's still 3 people going in this. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous state of affairs. Crashed the server. I'm surprised. I am shocked. Like people were saying earlier, it's kind of interesting that the server's still going. It's kind of interesting that there's no auto thing on. Oh no, there's no auto thing on the server to just say, "Hey, this game's been going on for 2 hours. Like, let's shut it down to start up a new game." Imagine if it just started adding new players in. Imagine if it started a new game, but like, with these players still already in the Gulag. That would be amazing. I'd love that. You've been enjoying Battlefield 2042 recently, Bods. Yeah, I watched Broken playing it a little bit. I watched one of Jack's videos who was talking about the update. I never got into Battlefield 2042. I don't like the way it feels particularly. I've had like the odd fun game on it. It's just not something where, I don't know if it's like the progression I don't find interesting, but like I've always kind of felt with Battlefield that like my contribution to it, to a match, is quite small. And like, so sometimes I'll be playing really well and then our team will still lose. And sometimes I'll be playing really badly and our team will still win. And it feels like I'm not a huge part of that. And so it ends up kind of, you know, you sort of have fun messing around as if it's like a sandbox type thing. But then beyond that, I kind of get a bit bored. And I don't know why, I don't know if it's different in Bad Company 2, because like I had a bigger group of friends that played it and like the player count was lower. But like in Bad Company 2, it felt like, you know, especially in something like Rush, we could be the ones to go and do the objectives. Like we'd be doing it. And now Battlefield 2042, like going on and playing by myself, I'm just not that interested. I'm interested when they do a new Battlefield game. I'll definitely check it out. But I'm not like super excited about it. The more you watch, the more you feel something's off. Why they're not crouching, why they're not biffing each other, why are they constantly running into walls. They were biffing each other at the beginning. There was a lot of biffing going on early on. I think they realised there was no point in the biffing. Like right when we first started spectating them, they were all biffing each other. But that's all stopped now. Why they keep running into walls? Yeah, that's a bit weird. What, do you think that they're bots? I don't think they're bots. Now you are making me wonder. I need to cue the X-Files music. Acty said there's no bots in Warzone Mobile. Yeah. They did. The way he looks around, I would assume if it was a bot, it wouldn't be looking down like that. That looks like a human thing to me. The way they look down when they're running about. Have they been on a movement loop this entire time? I don't think so. They don't seem to repeat what they're doing, but they do seem to move very erratically. They're not. He's not on a loop, is he? Other than the fact that the whole Gulag is a loop. You can't like text chat in this, can you? I don't think there's not a way to text chat in it. Can you? I need to be careful not to quit the game. No. Will they make it so in Warzone Mobile that you can complete the daily challenges in game only so you don't have to go to console? I don't know. I don't know what the problem is with challenges. I don't really understand. They are bots. You think these are bots? They don't look like bots to me. Just the way they're moving and stuff. They just look like people who are bored out of their head and have been idly wandering around Gulag for 2 and a bit hours. Like, if they're bots, why would they keep looking down and stuff? I don't think I've got voice chat turned on it. What do you... Can I... Hello? think that when I've done that now, the audio is just coming out the phone, which is a problem. Hello? Can you guys hear me? There we go, we got the audio back. Like, this guy's got his mic muted anyway. What happens if I report? What would I report them for? What would I report them for, Jack? Watching a player in the Gulag for 2 hours and still not bored? I don't know, maybe I am. I don't know if I'm bored or not. Forward. It is interesting that they don't ever look in the middle. They're not, like, climbing on things. They're not throwing rocks. They do have rocks to throw. Maybe if it's a bot, it would be a different result. Motion. Oh, it just says I can choose the people. What's this one called? Skinny something. Well, I don't know if this backs up your theory, but... Oh, Skinny Sunshine is there. No. I'd be teabagging all over the place after 2 hours. Maybe they can't crouch. Maybe something's gone wrong where they can't crouch. Or go prone. Yeah, you'd think they would have gone prone by now, wouldn't you? I feel like I would have gone prone and I'd be... Okay, so... Oh no, but see there, he was looking in each of the bits. I was going to say, I wonder if there's some macro that people set up to just go AFK in Warzone mobile games. So then they can farm experience. Although in which case, this guy's going to be annoyed because he's level 2. It hasn't gone well for him that this was his second game. But I don't know, I think the way they're moving does look kind of human. I don't think they'll get any XP for this game, or not much, I don't think. It looks human the way you looked into each room, yeah. I can't believe they're still going. You can't believe this is still going on. I wish there was a way I could make it so my phone didn't time out and I could just leave this going if we go to the cinema. Sadly, it will lock the phone. Maybe this is a glitch in the Matrix and we found it, sure. It could be. You've been away, fed your kids and watched a TV show. I need to get one of those, like, bird things, you know, the dipping birds, and then just, like, have something that touches the screen on it. Why don't I fire up multiplayer? For what? Why would I, Crippard? I hate playing the multiplayer in this. These are bots, you think? You think they're bots? I don't think they are. It's amazing that their behavior hasn't changed for quite a long time. What's too sweaty, Cripped? No, I just don't like playing multiplayer very much. I don't know. I don't think these are bots. You mean there's an option to just quit the game? Don't understand why they're so diehard. Let's go. I don't know. You actually have to go do some work. But this is addictive to watch, isn't it, Jack? You want to know what happens. Have a good day, man. Have a good Easter. Let me know this week if you fancy any games. It's my birthday on Tuesday. Come join for some birthday games. Most people would be sliding around. I don't know, because they're probably on touchscreen. It's quite hard to slide around on touchscreen. You don't think this one's a bot? The turning looks very touchscreen. There's a way to turn the auto screen lock off, isn't it? Well, it makes it louder somehow. Go on, punch him. No. I'm hoping, maybe because I just changed that setting on my phone, maybe it'll be like, maybe it won't go lock. Use the macro to open the settings after 5 to 10 minutes. I'll see, now I've changed the settings, I'll see if it locks again. If it doesn't, I'm going to leave this going while I go to cinema. What a strange business. It's really weird, Ultra Video. It's so weird that you didn't even come in and say, are you winning? I should have won this. By rights, this was my game to win. Hi, strong cup of coffee. So, let's do a recap for people that just dropped in. This was my second game of Warzone Mobile in the stream. I was the last person alive in the final circle. I killed everyone else in the final circle. But it said there were still 16 players in the game. The circle completely closed in. It wasn't a place where you could go underground or anything like that. The circle completely closed in. I eventually died to the gas, and then we came to the Gulag where there were 15 people originally punching each other, in at least two different Gulags, I think. They all quit over the next 10 minutes or so, except for these three, who have been going for 2.5 hours. we were trying to work out if they're bots. They might be. They're being very odd. They've been running around. I'm wondering if they've got something like my phone where I could record a macro on this, and they've recorded some behavior on a macro, and now they're leaving it going, and somehow there were 3 of them in this game that managed to do that. I don't know. Oh no, it does happen. Lock touch mode. Well, that's there somewhere, lock touch. How do you disable that? There's nothing there. Is there a way I can disable that mode? I'll look it up on my other phone. Says go to settings, advanced, game genie, auto lock touch. Settings, advanced, game genie. There we go. Whew. There we go. Hats off to patience. I mean, now we're at the point where I think I can just leave this. Exactly, Mark. Like, do you think they are just running a macro? Are they bots? Are they running a macro? That was weird. Like, that little jump. I haven't seen him do that jump before, where he, like, jumped and kind of looked around. I might put the chat there so you can see it a bit better. The movements do seem weird. I don't think the movements are on a loop. It almost seems like they're doing something else and they've just got like their left hand on their phone and they're just like moving it around, you know. But then they do seem to actually, like, you know, he stops and goes into rooms. Yeah, they are running through the center of doorways. Like there, he moved to go through it. That looked like something someone in touchscreen would do. Like he ran into the side of the door frame and then corrected. I feel like if it was a Call of Duty bot, it wouldn't have run into the side of the doorway. And if it was a macro, it wouldn't have corrected. It is weird how they ignore each other. It's weird that they don't throw their rocks. It's weird that they stop punching each other. They don't crouch or slide. Like, people were earlier on, thinking about it, people were earlier on doing the inspect animation and stuff like that. But then that was other people that they quit. AI. But what do you even mean when you say AI? Like ChatGPT isn't able to play Call of Duty. Do you mean a bot? But like an Activision bot? Or do you think it's like players have somehow managed to find a way to get a bot to run on their phone? You feel like if it was a macro, it would just push against the wall and eventually get through. Yeah, they wouldn't do what this is doing. Like that, I haven't seen him take a step backwards like that. It's so weird. It's so weird. I don't know. We'll wait for my evening stream showing the end of this. I think I'm just going to leave this running. Oh, have fun at the F1 arcade. Have a good day. Yeah. It's slowly becoming sentient. Do you think this is machine learning in action? I've got no idea. No, why does it go in here? Given there's a no XP cap on mobile, you reckon this is a script some people are running to auto farm XP? That seems like the most obvious thing. But then, why is it not quite behaving like a macro or like a bot? It's behaving weirdly, but in a way that just, like you say, like the fact that it does, it's like running into walls, so you're like, oh yeah, so it's a script. But then it'll like adjust and look at a doorway and then walk through the doorway. It's half sentient. Just casually a half sentient script. Just no big deal. They've just created life. Hey, it's amazing what you can do with JavaScript. Just create life. Gaming in 2024. Yep, that's it. Should I just play some music in the background? I could just put on a nice playlist of non-DMCA music and just leave this going. Remember there was like a weird spate of people coming up with like DMCA free music, like how Heller did that Stream Beats thing and was just constantly posting about how well it was going and how it was making him loads of money and it was all great, and then it all got abandoned. Like all of that stuff got abandoned. What happened? You're sure when he stops his texting or something? Yeah, I think it's someone who just has an iPad next to them or a phone next to them. They're doing something else and they just keep on like half looking at it. Something like a Roomba script. Play cool set of music. Do 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 do. Are these bots or scripts or AI? Maybe they're just people idly playing on their phone. It's definitely not a script. It's definitely not a macro. I think you can rule that out. Yeah, it's about 3 hours now. I've been recording. Oh my god, I'm gonna run out of disk space. I need to delete some video. How much disk space do I have? 410 gigabytes free. That's probably okay. I can get rid of some of this stuff though. I'm gonna delete a bunch of video. I'll delete half a terabyte and then if I delete half a terabyte, then we can make sure that we will be able to. There we go. Done. Now we've got, yeah, a terabyte free, pretty much. Yeah, this is nearly 3 hours now. 2 hours 57. You know what's going to be stupid? If I leave this going while I go to the cinema, and then the game does end, it's going to look stupid because I'll just be on a menu for ages. I need to, like, add some text in to explain what's happening. Whoa. Your only AI clue is that Skinny Sunshine sounds a bit like an auto-generated adjective and noun combo. Just looks like bots to you, aren't they just doing the same thing? You'd have thought they'd hit each other every now and then. Like I said, they were hitting each other. I don't know if that was the real players. So it's more interesting if they are bots, DMA. Because according to Activision, there aren't any bots in Warzone. That's been quite a big thing, they've said. So is it a bot that is part of the game? Or is it a bot that is someone has somehow created to play the game for them? In which case, that's quite a big deal, I think. If it's not just a script, if it's actually a bot that is making decisions and playing the game. But if it's made by the game, you wouldn't think it would keep doing, like, stupid things. Like, why would it be running into walls if it's a bot in the game? And like that guy, the chunky boy, is trying to get on that barrel again. He was doing that hours ago. He was trying to get on that barrel. What is going on? Right, I'm gonna go get ready for the day. I'll check back in a little bit, and then I'll let you know before I actually go to the cinema. But I'll just leave it going for a bit. Why not? So, what's the exciting news? What's been going on? All the dramatic things. Is the server going to crash first? Are they... I'm surprised. Whatever the answer is to this, I find it kind of interesting. Like... if these are players that have somehow run some elaborate script that also does some kind of checking to see where they are and corrects itself, then what are the odds that there's 3 of them in one game? Like, and 3 of them that got into this glitched gulag. Because, you know, bear in mind there's 120 people at the start of the game, isn't there? I don't know how many there are in Mini Royale, actually. But out of however many people start a Mini Royale game, what are the odds that 3 of them got into that game and all got into a glitched gulag? And then, and I know for a fact, I'm pretty sure, well, not for a fact, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't like all gulags were glitched in this game, because people were redeploying, so there were people coming back. So that seems like, if that is what's happening, that it's some elaborate combination of script and like some macro that can somehow check for, like, correct itself like it just did them. That's unusual that there's so many people doing it. So then the other alternative is that it's an Activision bot. It's like actually a Warzone bot. In which case, why does it keep running into walls? And Warzone themselves said that there weren't bots. They said that wasn't a thing. So that kind of surprised me. Like, why would they go out of their way to say there's definitely not any bots in Battle Royale, and then for us to find 3 of them in a game? That seems super weird. Or these are players that have been doing this for over 3 hours. That seems super weird. And then why aren't they sliding? Why aren't they punching each other? Why aren't they throwing rocks? Like, every possible answer to this, to me, seems weird. Like, it doesn't seem to make any sense. I'm sort of leaning towards they're not real players, but I also don't think this is just a macro, because I don't think that makes sense either, which means that there's some kind of bot, and if there's some kind of bot, what is going on? Has someone taught a bot to play Warzone? And then lots of people are using it. You'd think people would know about this. Cobb lost all of his FIFA books, I just saw. I might end the YouTube stream because I think this will end up tanking my stats on YouTube if I have a really long stream with only 11 people watching. So if you're watching over on YouTube, I might send you over to Twitch. I don't care about my average stats on Twitch, but I do care about them on YouTube. So if you want to carry on watching this and find out what happens, go carry on watching over on Twitch. I'm going to end the YouTube stream. I am still recording it all, so if something amazing happens, you'll be able to see it. Right, I will head off now. Go watch it on Twitch if you want to see what happens. And yeah, thanks for watching the YouTube video. I might be back about later, I might play some more, I don't know. But see you on Twitch.